back.
Yeah,
Got that
episode
on
33.
33.
Go ahead, bring us in, bro.
33,
Go ahead, bring us
goddamn.
in, bring us in.
And that's what's up, man. We figuring shit out. Y'all know what time it is, man. Y'all know who I am, King Arthur. Y'all know what time it is. Hashtag Unify and Thrive. I ain't never said the hashtag part, man.
It's
Goddamn.
hard bottom though.
Check out the check out the apps. Check out the websites. I know what time it is. Frank, what's going on with you, Brody?
Not much, man. We working. It's another day, another dollar. You know what I'm saying? Episode 33. We still going strong. Check out
Mm-hmm.
my sites, Money
Mm-hmm.
Flacs, Silver Syndicate, loserperspective.com. And then I'm going to add another website soon, hopefully when I get my app working. That's still in the
That's right.
works. We got a dope guest today,
Y'all. What up,
Mr.
Mike? How's it going over there? Mike speaks.
Myke Lynk
Man,
speaks.
it's going good. Yeah, it's going good, man. What's the day? Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, work week, grind
Facts.
out. We road to Christmas. So
Right, right,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. After this, I
we,
mean, we taking a little break. You know what I'm saying? We gotta relax. We spend time with the
mm,
family.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
I just seen you did some holiday pictures, right? For the kids.
yeah. Me and my partners set up something with a black Santa.
dope, dope.
People been
Okay.
crying about Let me stop. Let me not say crying.
Figure shit
People,
out.
people have been asking for representation for the.
hmm hmm
So we came up with that idea, and it went pretty good, man. So
That's what's up.
it got to a point to where people. What's funny is like when you first market it, it's like we weren't getting any traction, but when
Mm,
we actually showed our first week with the people that we did book, it just started going crazy. Then like everybody was trying to like we kept basically selling out of bookings,
dope,
if that
dope.
if the word, or I guess what's the not
Booking,
selling out.
booking, booking.
Reservations or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So that's
All
good.
right.
So
That's a,
we ended up having to do an additional day because we couldn't do no more on the days that we actually had designated. We hadn't even this additional day we hadn't planned on doing it. We only wanted to do it for 2 weekends back to back
hmm
due to people asking. We was like, all right, we'll
Back
continue.
by popular demand.
Yeah. So
That's what's up, man. So goddamn, before we get too far in this thing, goddamn, gonna let people know who you is, what you about, right, and then tell them your figuring shit out moment, whatever that may be for you, right?
all right. So to the internet community, people who know me and those who get to know me, I go by Myke Lynk. Link
hmm
stands for linking youth news and knowledge. Uh, I'm an author. I do speaking. The book y'all see here on the screen, that's a book,
hmm
which is basically about me growing up without a father that experience. At one point, having a bad relationship between myself and my father, but eventually, through time and a lot of healing, we fixed our relationship. So I wrote a book about how to teach people who don't have relationships with their fathers how to get through your own personal healing, and then what you can do
Right.
with relationship if you want to go down that road. So that's kind of me in a nutshell. I do a lot of stuff. I'm an entrepreneur. Um,
hmm
I'm I got a multi media business that I do as well, and there's some other ventures that I do, but I'll just keep it with those two for the focus. My figure shit out
Figure
moment,
shit out moment. Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on? What's that?
man. I'm
So
I'm gonna
many.
go. I'm gonna go deep with y'all, man. That's
Let's do it.
that's one of the reasons I wrote my book. Not having a father around, man, there's a lot of things you have to figure out, like trying to be a man. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
you get like your single mom, and you hear the talking points of moms had to do both jobs, but I always at the end of the day, as much as I love my mom, there's just some things that her not
Mm-hmm.
being a man, not being my
Right.
father, that she just can't teach me. And when you get older and a grown up and get out here in this world, it's something
Facts.
about seeing a man
That's right.
figure shit out that your mom just can't explain, or just it's not what she's
It
designed to
doesn't
do.
right. It doesn't resonate or transfer well. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I say, man, different aspects of life, like trying to figure out different aspects about being a productive, healthy, driven, goal oriented, uh, responsible man.
Thanks.
You can these stumbling blocks because there's the blueprint is tougher when you don't got your dad there to kind of lead
Right.
by example.
Right. That's fact. So
Right.
So I felt like something that's sticking out and poking me in the eye is the title of the book, right? So I want to touch on that a little bit. It's titled
Mm-hmm.
here. It says Eff Father's Day, right? And it has EFF in quotes. If you can
Yeah.
explain a little bit about the title, like what inspired the title, what does the title mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because if we talk about fathers are important, and then the title of your book is Eff Father's Day, so I feel like there's some twists that people should probably understand.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's spelled EFF, but when you think about it, it's like, excuse my language, but fuck Father's Day,
You
right?
straight? Yeah, you good?
And that's what it means. But it is the way I spelled it was to one play on the emotion of how we who grew up with our fathers, that particular emotion that we feel because they're not around.
Mm-hmm.
So I really wanted to come up with a jarring book title to one have it market in a particular way, because it's kind of
Right.
like negativity sales.
It
You know what I'm
does,
saying?
unfortunately. Yeah.
Title,
Hey,
but me and my dad on the book smiling, so it's like an oxymoron. So and coming up with that idea, I wanted people to be curious and like look at it like, what? You
yeah,
know what I'm
it's a
saying?
great marketability because it's like you look at it, you come across it, and you're like, it catches your eye, and then you might want to learn more about it. So,
Very provocative. Yeah.
Right. And it basically, the F is really about different emotions that kids who grew up in single parent homes go through. You go through fears, you go through frustrations, you go through a lot of feelings, you go through that F word type of thing.
right,
Um,
you can say it.
Simple,
Just figuring shit out. You can say it. It's good.
yeah, just figure shit out. And that's a new F I could add in there, trying to figure
Right.
stuff out. So I'm not necessarily a cursor, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to adapt, so bear with me. But that's what the whole title is about. Of course, I when you think about Father's Day is a holiday, but at the same time, for y'all who got kids out there,
Mm-hmm.
Father is 365 days a year, day, night.
Facts.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all got kids, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I have
Yeah, yeah.
11-year-old.
And
Yep.
so all of that rolled into the title. Those three particular words on the title is like, how do I grab people's attention? And I think I did a pretty good job with coming up with that. So
Was it like your initial name for the book, or you just kind of you got to download? You was like, oh, no, I'm gonna use that.
I mean, I wrestled with a couple different names, but that one
Okay.
just kept sticking with me. But it was like,
Mm-hmm.
I can't put FUCK on my book,
Right
because
now.
if,
That's not
if
gonna
I
be
try,
good for the algorithms. Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, it's not gonna do what it need to do for algorithms. If I try to put it in
Mm-hmm.
certain stores, I was like, if I find a way to get this in churches, will pastors want to receive?
Mm-hmm.
Like, let me sell
Mm-hmm.
it this way so that I can kind of soften it, but I still want people to feel that emotional part about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, um,
Mm-hmm.
and my gut was like, yes, go with it. But then, that kind of like, I don't know if people gonna receive it. I battled with it for a while. Then I was just like, might go with your gut. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
the good part about it is when I think about like just who I am as a person, and when I presented it to pastors, they didn't go against it and be like, I can't,
That's dope. They thought it
I
was
can't
workable. Yeah.
go with it, because a lot of them grew up without their dad, and
Mm-hmm. They can
That's
rate.
that's what's up.
they've
That's what's up.
experienced that feeling, so it resonate with.
Are you looking for a media agency that covers all the creative tasks that make a business successful? Lucid Perspective produces elegant, high-resolution graphics and logos, high-definition and 4K video, complete with treatment concepts and innovative editing. Lucid Perspective provides photography services such as fashion, advertisements, product or service, and aerial photography. We also help businesses build their brands from the ground up with complete campaigns that will make your business attractive to your target audience. We can bring your brand to the masses with our effective and strategic marketing campaigns to include sales funnels, eye-catching advertisements, breakthrough digital marketing through social media, and other digital avenues. Visit lucidperspective.com today. So take us through, I guess my fault, King. Take us through like the main goal of the book. So like you touched on your relationship with your dad a little bit. For someone out there who you're trying to reach with this book, what is it that you hope they get from it? How is it? What is it that you hope that it will change their lives, and in what kind of way?
The main goal of the book is to get the individual who grew up without their father to basically address that experience, because we literally suppress it. Like, it becomes out of sight, out of mind.
As men are taught, right? Yeah, all the time, emotions. Yeah.
Both women and men, we do it, and the goal is to open up, get it off your chest, figure out why we periodically go through spurts in life where we may see something that triggers a particular feeling. If we see something on a television show, if we see somebody out in the world, or if you have your own kids and you think about what you're doing with your own kids versus how your life was if you didn't have your dad in your life. How do you address those issues, get past it, and live a better life emotionally and mentally, so that you can just be a good leader as a man or a woman for yourself. And if you do have kids, you don't repeat that same cycle. And my book heal in that particular manner, or at least open up the door to consider going down that road to be a better person for yourself emotionally. And in the event, if that happens and the door opens, you might even consider like trying to fix things with their father, if you know who your biological father is and where they're living.
So that's what I was gonna say. I was like, once you start dealing with those issues, or kind of trying to pinpoint where they're at, and if you really want to get to some real healing, it will usually lead you back to, let me go talk to bro and see what's really good, right? Let me see how he really felt about what was really going on. So I see you got your dad there. You said you won't, you didn't grow up with him, right? When you was younger. What kind of drove your reconciliation with him?
Growing up, my dad was in my life from birth till I was about 11.
Okay.
My mom got divorced because my dad got into alcohol, abusing alcohol and drugs, and that kind of like took over his life. When people read the book, you'll find out all the drugs that he took. Because I asked him when I decided to confront him, what drugs did you take? What were you doing with alcohol? And he spilled it all out. But hold on, I lost my train of thought. Your question was,
how'd you go about recollecting with your dad? Reconciling,
Well, first, I really had to work on me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But to even try to salvage something with my dad, I had to get the anger out. To where I can go to him face to face and not even be upset. Because if if you get in an argument with somebody and you're really angry, like, you're probably not going to come to a solution, because all you're doing is
there's too much anger there. Yeah, you don't even want to deal with them.
Yeah. So I really had to like work on me, like learn to forgive the situation and how my life kind of panned out, and not having a dad around, get settled with that and forgive that particular part, so that I can confront him and just be civil to figure out there is if there would be anything that we could develop between us. And once I get my personal work done, my own mental health, my own emotional health, I was able to put things aside. And, I've always known where my dad was prior to us fixing our relationship. He was always in arm's reach.
Right.
It was just,
no effort being put in, like to
yeah,
reach out to each other. Yeah.
I believe periodically, my teenage years, my dad would try.
Mm-hmm.
That's a part of that's a part of what helped me forgive his absence, because when I began to like work on myself, I started to reflect back on like my childhood, and it was not a lot, but there were periods of time where he tried to call, but I rejected the call because he would talk to my older sister, or he would call my mom, and they would be like, "Yo, Myke, your dad called, or your dad on the phone," and I would so ignore it, walk out the house,
Anger, yeah,
going about my business, simply because in the book, y'all, I found out how I ended up homeless when I was 12, and how he contributed to us becoming homeless because of the drugs and alcohol. And that just didn't sit with me well when I became homeless, and looking for him to like be the man, step up and save the day, or at least ride this homeless thing out with me, my mom, and my sister.
Support,
He
yeah.
won't. That really put a thorn in my heart that he wasn't there. And even after becoming homeless for a while, me, my mom, and my sister, we first lived in my mom's vehicle for a while, and then I think my mom finally had said something to one of her friends about like what was going on, and they eventually let us live with them until my mom could like get things in order.
Okay.
So
that's important though. It's so what I'm hearing is like you've been through a lot, and you had a lot of disdain and anger, maybe even hatred for your pops. But at a certain point, when you matured, you felt the need to like heal yourself, right? Heal and then try to reach out and find that bond again. What was what inspired you to try, or what was a catalyst that said to yourself where you was like, I need to fix this in myself first before I reach out? Because I feel like a lot of times some people, like, that's a big thing to do, right? Like, that takes a lot of courage.
Right.
Most people, easy way out would be just hate the person for the rest of their life, rest of your life, never reconcile, never have a relationship, and just be bitter and hateful your whole life. But there was something obviously different in you that sparked that you wanted to change, or you wanted to be different. So do you have a moment when that was? Can you recall, or was it just like a gradual thing over time?
Yeah, man. I did some therapy. I got my relationship with God got stronger. And with the combination of those two things, it brought me to a different way of looking at it, looking at it in a different lens. And what I realized my anger was, and my frustration was with the alcoholism and the drugs. And had he not got involved in that, his life and path would have went in a totally different direction. My dad, when my mom met my dad, I found this out from my aunts. My dad was a Mason, and he was a part of the Black Panthers. And I really learned a lot about like who I am as a person, like why I am, after learning that he was a part of that stuff.
Right.
Because I'm in a fraternity. At one point had a strong interest in like being involved in the NAACP. I'm part of the Urban League, and just in general, when it comes to like Black people, I really have like I want us to, I'm one of the people, like, I want us to come together. Like, how you be
unified and thrive. Right. It's right down the bottom.
I don't want to be disrespected by people who don't look like us. Like, it really, like, it pisses me off. and I want us to like work together, to like make stuff like happen. And knowing that my dad was, or learning that my dad was like a Mason and part of Black Panther Party, we never
That's
had
huge.
those conversations.
Right, that's huge to learn about. Yeah, even after the fact, it's like it's almost inspiring, right? I'm sure.
Even when my dad found out that I was in a fraternity, we never had a conversation. He never brought up like when we fixed our relationship. He never said, Lil Myke, I used to be a Black Panther. Like we never had that conversation, and I literally just found this out about a month ago when one of my cousins died, and I was over my cousin's brother's house, and my aunts were there, and they just brought up my dad. They was like, you look just like your dad.
Right.
I mean, y'all book, and they was like, your dad, Black Panther Party. I was like, oh, I said, I ain't know that. Like,
right.
Like, man, I got mad.
And you just learned this recently? You said like what, a few years ago?
Huh?
You said you learned this recently?
A few months ago.
Yeah, like a month and a half ago, I learned this about him.
Oh, wow.
And I was mad because it's like that would have been a dope conversation for me to have, to just ask him, why did you do that? But then it made me think about myself and why I am when it comes to like Black people, and how I feel about us. So it's because of him. It's in my DNA.
Are you new in town or need a fresh cut on the fly? Let me show you a convenient way to hire a mobile hair care pro now. Simply download the Cuddy app from the App Store. Create a profile and have access to professional mobile barbers and stylists in your area. The Cuddy app allows you to browse for hair care professionals 24/7. View their profile and share your location to find the nearest one. Once you've found the perfect pro with just a click of a button, have a professional meet you in a matter of minutes. This means no more worrying about running late, waiting for the next chair to open, or missing your appointment completely. Reclaim your valuable time and put your mind at ease knowing your hair care pro is on the way. Cuddy app is the only place to hire a hair care pro whenever you are ready, wherever you are. Cuddy app. Join the revolution today.
Facts.
Right. Speaking of Black people in the community and our DNA, track history, some of the shit we'd have been through. How are you planning to get this message out here, right? Because it's an important one, right? People need to reconcile, right? And or, if you don't go and find so and so or moms, right? And we're talking about dads over there and moms, right? Even if you ain't got the juice, you got the juice to go inside yourself and fix what you can inside yourself. So how you plan on getting this book out and the message out to people?
Man, since I published this book, man, this particular podcast that I'm on, man, I've been on.
Let's go.
I past 10. I've probably been on about a good 15 podcasts. I've been interviewed about my book outside of podcasts.
That's dope.
I've been
for sure.
I've been to middle schools and high schools from teachers or counselors reading my book, and then they have me come in and speak to young people who basically are growing up without their their father or their mother in their life. So that has launched and opened up doors from that perspective as well.
That's crazy.
And I've also created, and I mentioned before, like my background is media, and I film and shoot a lot of different things and production and stuff. So
nice. I
decided to market this book in a different way, where I basically take different experiences of my life from the book, and I created little docs that are about maybe 2 to 3 minutes long. I picked 4 parts of my life, and I made shorts out of them to kind of explain what I went through and what the book is about. So I'm going to be putting those out this year, because I still haven't got to the point where I want to do my cohorts, where I basically have people come in and we walk through the book together. We walk through your life together. We reflect other people's lives. we open up and talk about our experiences with one another. Sort of like, like an AA meeting, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
Share
right.
experience. That's dope.
I haven't tapped into that yet. I haven't got schools to adopt my program yet, but I believe it's gonna happen because I had in school that was about to adopt it, but I think the pandemic and stuff happened, and then got like shut down. But what they were going to do was they were going to buy their book for all of their staff, and then they're going to have me come in and do a presentation on why it would be a good tool for students.
Part of curriculum or something,
yeah. And I really down that road, man, because God showed me, like, He opened that door, and He's like, you right track. And then I'm gonna still do that thing when they get warm. I got about 40 books that when I first printed out my books, 2 of the pages are out of order.
Wow.
And what I do is just give those away. But I want to go out in public, make a huge sign that says I grew up without my father. What about you? Each time I go out, like on the internet, to see what kind of like interaction I get with people, to promote it as well. And I really think it's gonna take this to a whole nother level. What level, I don't know, but my gut tells me it's gonna be a game changer.
That's what's up. That's dope. And I like the idea with the movie shorts. I think that's a super dope idea to take to do movie shorts, release those. We would love to promote those. You know what I'm saying? Put it on.
Oh, definitely.
Post it on.
We're just talking about it actually.
Oh, yeah. That'd be super dope, man. But it's good. I'm glad to hear that y'all doing the videos. Do the video things. I'd love to see them. I love to promote them, push them out there.
I'll shoot y'all them joints. They almost finished as far as the editing process goes. So
facts. That's what's up.
Okay.
So where can people find the book? I'm sure you got it on Amazon. You got it physical copies. You got digital. What's going on? How can they get the book? You got a website?
You can go to Amazon and just type in the title as you see here on the screen. I know at one particular point when I first dropped the book, I was ranked #1 in the parenting books category. So that was cool. As well, Target, Barnes and Noble, Books A Million, you name it. If it's a bookstore, you can find my book there. I'm trying to get my books in my school, my high school's library too. So that's in the works as well. So they have.
So that's an interesting process.
Yeah.
I mean, you're alumni, right? You should be like, hey, I graduated from here. Open my book in the library. What the
fuck? they know that, but I mean, of course, you gotta go through the principal and all this. Then they gotta read it and make sure it's, because again, the title is kind of like, but they gotta open it up.
True.
So
you got a website?
Excuse me.
I said, do you got a website?
I do, man.
Books.
I'm not gonna send nobody to it because it needs to be revamped.
You get to holler at us, huh?
Yeah. I think I seen you put the email in there. I saw your email in there, bro. Let's see, you in the drawing.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Yeah, definitely. I need it fixed, man. Definitely 2023 because I do want to have a hub to where people can find out that I'm an author, that I do speaking engagements, and that I have these programs that I'm trying to put together. And I need a hub and a space to sell my books and my merchandise that I'm going to end up presenting some of that. I do T-shirts and stuff like that with my brand, but take it to a whole nother level. But of course I need my store and all of that stuff all on my website.
So I can we can help you with that. We kind of
sure.
So people been hitting us up. So since we've been doing this, people been hitting us up for podcast advice, have doing websites, like, so we trying to we try to spread knowledge, help people where we can, take on clients where we can, and just help people, because there's so many people out there with stories. And navigating the online world and media and marketing, it is kind of, it can get crazy sometimes, especially if you're not technologically, there, or you just don't know the first thing about trying to build a website, market,
Oh, busy
promo.
working on your own shit.
Yeah, putting content out. Like it is a lot to navigate. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So anybody out there, holler at us. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But that's why we got the giveaway. Do you have a small business and need a website? I am Flacs, one half of the podcast Figuring Shit Out. We are doing a free premium website giveaway drawing. All you have to do to enter, go to our website, figureshxtout.com, put your email address in the pop-up, or scroll down to the bottom and put your email address in the subscription. We're going to do a live drawing on our podcast February 15th, 2023 at 9 p.m. If you don't have a website by now and you have a small business, we're both experienced web designers. We could definitely help you out. The premium website is going to come with anything you need to run a small or medium-sized business. We'll do e-commerce, we'll do WooCommerce, Shopify, galleries, videos, blog posts, anything you need. We'll do free maintenance for up to a year, all on us. All you got to do, enter your email address on the website, enter the drawing, you can win. But let's see what else. It's dope, man. This is inspiring, bro. It's a dope. I'm glad we were able to meet again and do this.
Giveaway, right? Don't y'all?
What's that?
Y'all got some kind of like website type of raffle thing going on, right?
Yeah, we ain't mentioned this show, but we can now though. I was about to, but yeah, go on the website. We're giving away a free website on February 25th, day after February. Nah, you good? Go ahead and put your website in the goddamn what is it?
Not the email
subscribe
address.
box.
Yeah, email address
and the subscribe box on the website. The website and the links below. Check us out for a chance to win a free premium website.
Premium.
With all the
That's important. We gotta keep saying
I
premium.
sound like the dude that come in. What's that show? Price is Right in the middle.
Yeah, man. It's dope. It's dope. We just trying to help people. You know what I'm saying? Because again, it'd be tough to navigate sometimes. You could have an idea, a business, a product, a book, and then you just don't know how to market it out to the world. You know what I'm saying? You could pay PR firms and all that, but it is getting easier to put stuff online. You know what I'm saying? So if you need help, holler. Somebody's in my inbox right now on Facebook talking about, hey, I need help with podcast. So I'm like, what's up? We'll meet up. We'll do a Zoom session. We'll chop it up. I'll give you some advice. You know what I'm saying? Help people out. Is what you give, you get. Karma comes back to you as long as you good spirit. So
What you said, Myke?
I say since we on websites, can I ask y'all a question?
what's up? Yeah.
What's up?
Okay. All right. So with my website, right, it's MykeLynk.com, and I've been having problems with like GoDaddy, right?
That's a problem right there. Look.
And I had GoDaddy was supposed to go in and do something, and I had got my website, at least the face of it, to a point to where I was happy with it, and then it's like they erased it and then couldn't get it back.
Oh hell no.
To the point to like where I had it at, but then they could only find where it was like edited before. I don't know the terminology.
So it sounded like you had it to a point, you liked it, it was good, and then maybe there was an update. It sounded like they updated something. Was it automatic?
And that got lost, and then we had to go back. They could only find the original when I first came to them about like I need these things fixed.
Were you paying?
I'm on the site. It ain't that bad.
Say what?
So let me ask you: Were you paying GoDaddy to build it for you?
No, I actually had somebody else build it.
Okay.
But then this is probably just my lack of education when it comes to websites.
No, you straight. Because this happens, yeah.
I just think there's some functionality things that GoDaddy were responsible for where the website just wasn't functioning right versus how it looks.
So
if you can what I'm
so
mean
sometimes
by that.
a lot of times, and this is part of like the maintenance part of it, like depending how it was built or whoever built it or what technologies or plugins or coding they put in there, there's updates to the software, right? So there's many different layers that make a website, and then each one can get its own update. So the Java could be updated or PHP could be updated or whatever. And then depending on what those updates are, something could break, right? But then again, if nobody's maintaining it or paying attention to it, you get an update, it breaks, and then more time passes before it's caught, and then there's another update, so it breaks something else. So it could have been something like that, where it wasn't being maintained or watched over, and then updates were breaking it, and then by the time somebody, by the time you caught it or asked them about it, they were like, "Yo, we can't do nothing."
That's like a whole nother show. Like I talk to people all the time. Like somebody made a site for them. I liked it. They don't check the site they're talking about. They're just hoping the site just there already. Like they make minimum changes and whoever they got to pay for it, man, and took their money and scared it off and to the wind and just keep getting the run around or whatever. Like so, that website games get kind of tricky, man.
So here's where I'm at with it. I was wrestling with do I it's like do I keep the domain, right? Do I go with another server? Do I stay with GoDaddy? Do I just start from scratch? And I'm like, I feel you. It's frustrating, dog. And I just want my point to work, dog.
It depends. So if you like the domain, you can keep the domain. You know what I'm saying? Unless you want to change it.
You can transfer it anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
My gripe is a part of me is like, I don't want to deal with GoDaddy no more.
Then don't. You don't have to.
You don't have to.
I don't?
Nope.
The internet is amazing, bro.
I'm obligated to GoDaddy or something.
Not at all. That's good. Unless you sign a contract. If you sign like a 3-year contract.
Offline.
Yeah. Yeah, I can edit this all out. We can talk offline, but
we leaving this in. Leave it.
Somebody might have questions about websites.
Right, figuring shit out.
Building sites.
Word.
Yeah.
But that's what's up.
We'll do that too. Hit us up. No, but we'll take it offline. But it's a tricky game out there, man. So be careful, man.
It is, and hosting companies, they'll take advantage too. They'll know a lot of people don't know. They'll be like, "Oh, you got to pay for this, and you don't need half of that shit."
Yeah, I went through that with GoDaddy. I was telling the people because every time you call GoDaddy, it's always a different person. You don't know where they locate, and one person
what time it is there.
The next person will tell you something different. This person don't know how it is.
Right.
No track record of conversations.
Yeah, and I the last conversation I had with them, I said, you know what? I'm about to cancel this GoDaddy account. And of course, when you say you're gonna cancel, they don't want you to do it. Mm-hmm. I'm fed up with GoDaddy, man.
We could talk about hosting companies at a later time, but GoDaddy got bad reputation for that. They just take money and they fuck people. That's what they do. But
pay for this, man. You gotta. I'm not.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah, bro. We appreciate you coming through, man. You got a great message to spread. We're gonna definitely help you get it out there. Like we said, get us some media. We'll put your little trailer in here, however you want to get to us. Got some words for the folks on your way out the door, Brody. What you got for them?
Well, one, man, I would like to, once I get my podcast set up and everything together, I would like to have y'all come back on my podcast, which is gonna be called Responsible Manhood. Y'all are fathers. Y'all have your own experiences, and I just want to. The goal of my podcast is to go down the road of talking about like what manhood looks like, from just being a man to relationships to having kids, to fucking up to doing if you ever did girls wrong, talking all about that like type stuff. So and I
maintains.
I would definitely to how y'all come up there and tell me how y'all figured it out.
Damn right, that'd be dope. I got stories. I mean, I got
tears.
You got tears? I got stories.
I got tears.
That'd be definitely dope. Definitely let us know when that's up. We'll definitely come through. Mm-hmm. That'd be super dope.
Sure. So yeah, man, just going out, man. Hey, I mean, folks, if you out there, if you're wrestling with or wondering like what's up with your pops, if you know where they're at and you feel like you know answers. My book can help you with that. Remember that you're not alone. I'm sure we all see over and over, whether it's the internet or the world, that they want to show that it's a single family world, or single mothers are raising kids, and that there are no dads around. But I do know that there's a world where there's millions of guys who take care of.
That's true.
Kids, and I want to shed light on that. And for those people who struggle to step up and be fathers, my book can help you, man. It ain't just for the kid or the adult that grew up without their father. It's for the father that
Facts.
don't try to figure it out. Because if he understood what his child is thinking and what he's going through, maybe he'll reconsider and try to, fight through. Even if he's having discourse with the child's mother.
Right.
My book is set up to teach you how to navigate through all of that, man. So
that's dope.
I'm here to help.
That's dope. Get it.
Appreciate you, brother.
At Father's Day. Dope title.
Much needed in the community.
Facts. All right, man. We'll holler at you. We'll let you know when this come up. We'll cut clips out. We'll send you the links. We'll tag you. We'll do all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? A couple of weeks, few weeks.
Too.
Definitely. Word up. Have a good night.